Hey guys, Ben here and welcome back to another video on the Flash movie. Today we're going to be talking about some very interesting pieces of information that have been released before tomorrow's CinemaCon premiere of the Flash. So if you do go on to enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future DCTV videos later this year. Okay guys, so as it's been advertised for a while, CinemaCon is going to be the place where the Flash film is going to be premiering. However, it's not going to be like a final finished premiere. It's going to be the film as it is right now. Yes, it's probably mostly complete, but some changes could happen because we're so early on, because we're still at the end of April and the Flash film doesn't come out until like mid-June. But Warner Brothers are going to be screening the film at CinemaCon, and so naturally there's been quite a few leaks, lots of rumors going around. And I have to say straight up, I'm not in the business of spreading rumors. However, these are some interesting pieces of information that you have to take with a big grain of salt. And I think it's kind of my duty to inform you guys about some of these things without completely spoiling the film, because I don't want to spoil the film. That's not what I'm about. And these leaks don't really spoil anything too much. It's been stuff that fans have been speculating about for a while, and they are just rumors, so don't take it as fact. But let's get into this. So there's been some rumors going around, and I'm going to be reading off of the direct.com. I'm going to leave the link in the description below to the article. They basically have this article which is going over the supposed leaks for the Flash in terms of its ending and some changes that have been made before its release at CinemaCon and before its release in cinemas in June. And so this leak is coming from Casey Walsh from Geeks Worldwide. Again, take this with a huge grain of salt, but apparently they shared new details about changes to the Flash's ending, which seem to come from one of the DC blockbuster's latest test screenings. And you have to emphasize, if these leaks are coming from test screenings, that is an incomplete film. They always tell you that that isn't a reviewable version of the film, and there is bound to be changes. The reason studios do test screenings is to gauge people's engagement, and obviously they have more footage than they show, and they will make those changes based on the reactions of people in those test screenings. And so what has been coming out of here definitely isn't from the complete film, but the one from CinemaCon tomorrow that they are screening is going to be like fairly complete, kind of more towards what we will see in June. But the insider added how the ending has been changed to be more vague, particularly noting how the cameo isn't what you think it is either. So apparently, according to the direct, the cameo in question likely refers to the rumors of George Clooney's Batman appearing, but also there's plenty of other rumors about different characters and different actors from the past appearing. But it's interesting how apparently it's been changed. I guess that is a reaction to some of the test screenings, and probably about the way that they are trying to craft the DCEU in the future. With it being more vague, I guess that doesn't give you like a concrete exact direction to go with. So that gives James Gunn and Peter Safran and the filmmakers who make the future DCEU films a path that isn't fully defined, which is a good thing because they're still figuring out how they want to kind of play out this next chapter in the DCEU, which obviously they've made many announcements about. And particularly this cameo could have been something big, but it's apparently going to be less of a big thing in terms of the way that the Flash film actually ends. And so let's continue here. So apparently that isn't the only cameo, as Walsh promised that the Speed Force has cameos galore. So that means running in the Speed Force, just like in the Flash TV show, when you've seen various people pop up, like Supergirl in the past, like the original version of the Flash played by John Wesley Shipp, he was showing up from the 90s TV show. And so you've seen that many times in the Flash TV show, and so apparently they're doing the same thing. And so there's going to be including both a CW connection and a Dream cameo, which will be what everyone apparently talks about, according to this insider who apparently has this information. And again, we don't know if this is true or not, but this is what I wanted to cover, because there's been long speculation about the fact that maybe Grant Gustin's Flash is going to show up in the Flash film. And recently, Grant Gustin actually shut this down in an interview with TV Line about the Flash's final season, And so he was asked straight up, are you in it? And he said no. And I'm paraphrasing here, but basically he wasn't asked to do anything like that. And so he understands why fans were maybe expecting something like that, but he's denying it. But we've seen this many times before. Like, just look at Ewan McGregor with Obi-Wan. He was denying for years straight up and kind of doing white lies, almost for the greater good, well, for Disney or whatever. And the same thing goes for Andrew Garfield, denying that he was in Spider-Man, but he eventually showed up, and that's obviously to make the surprise just a big thing, especially when, you know, reporters ask so many questions and try to get so much information, but when they're denying it, you kind of are stuck in two minds. Like, okay, this is very likely, like with Spider-Man having these different versions of Spider-Man from the past showing up, or in the case of The Flash, it's Grant Gustin showing up in the Flash film, because Ezra Miller did show up in the Flash TV show in Crisis on Infinite Earths, and so that connection was already established. Plus, recently on Titans, The Flash crossed over with Titans, Stargirl was there, but more importantly, Shazam was there, so that's another link to the DCEU, and they've been allowed to do that. You need to get permission to do that, so I would say it's more likely than ever that we're going to see a Speed Force cameo of Grant's Flash. Whether Grant filmed new scenes for it or not, it's probably going to be reused footage that we've seen before. It's just been recycled, and maybe you will see him running in the Speed Force just like in the Flash TV show. And so I think that connection is going to be there. I feel very confident about that. I don't have any concrete information as to if Grant is showing up or not, but there is also apparently a dream cameo. Now, I don't know what that dream cameo is, but everyone is going to be talking about this apparently, according to Walsh. So what could that cameo be? Is it Flash related, or is it related to anything else? Lots of people want to see Christian Bale's Batman pop up in a cameo appearance, considering the fact that we have so many other Batmans in this film. You got Ben Affleck and also Michael Keaton, who are featured quite heavily. So I don't think it's a far stretch to assume maybe that could be the dream cameo that everyone's going to be talking about. But honestly, anything is possible in the Speed Force, because we saw that on the Flash TV show. They can literally put anyone there, because as you're running through these different timelines, you're going to see glimpses of different things, because all these different worlds in the multiverse are different. And so that just opens up the doors for, like, they can literally go throughout DC's entire catalog and they can pick and choose any footage that they want to just shoehorn in there and make it look like he's actually taking a glance at these different multiverses with these different characters. So I really do feel like we're going to get that CW connection. You're going to have a bunch of other cameos, and as it's described in the Speed Force, there's going to be cameos galore. So we'll have to wait and see as to if this is true when we get to see the film in June, but hopefully I get to watch it before. We'll have to wait and see. But let's continue with this article. So in a move that will undoubtedly prove controversial, references to Zack Snyder's Justice League appear to be removed, according to Walsh, who previously reported rumors that The Flash may decanonize Zack Snyder's Justice League's extended cut. And I'm sorry to the fans of Zack Snyder out there. I'm a fan of Zack Snyder's Justice League. I actually thought it was a really good Justice League film, but I don't think this comes as a shock. They are trying to move towards what James Gunn is doing, and obviously this film was in production way before James Gunn became involved, and obviously they do have some sort of sway because they're trying to build their new universe, and Flash film is the perfect film to reset anything that they want to reset. And so I'm not going to be surprised if any links that there was previously to Zack Snyder's Justice League is going to be removed as they try and mold a new path for the DCU's future. There was also a past leak that is referenced in this article that apparently there was supposed to be a bunch more cameos in the ending of the film, including Henry Cavill's Superman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, Sasha Calle's Supergirl, and Michael Keaton's Batman. Although the latter two remain confirmed to appear in the bulk of The Flash, that being Supergirl and Batman, but apparently Superman and Wonder Woman showing up. Also, if you see on the back of the Funko Pops, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is in fact there, so you can presume she's supposed to be in the film. I'm guessing she's still in the film, even though there is rumors out there that apparently her scene has been cut, but we definitely know she was filming alongside the rest of the Flash cast. But they are definitely going to be refocusing their efforts to end this current universe and make a new path, as I said before, to go more towards James Gunn's vision for the DCEU. But that pretty much does it for the leaks that I wanted to talk about in this video. I apologize if they turn out to be fake, and I tried to stay away from spoilers. Really, we've all been theorizing about these people showing up in the film, so I don't feel like it's any big spoiler. Also, because none of this is confirmed as of right now. And just before we end this video, I wanted to go over a couple new shots that were released in a new Flash TV spot, because along with the CinemaCon screening of The Flash, there is apparently going to be a new trailer coming out on April 25th, so that is in fact tomorrow. We'll be sure to break it down when the trailer actually comes out. But in this new TV spot, there was a couple of new shots in the trailer featuring Ben Affleck's Batman and Michael Keaton's Batman in their own respective vehicles. We've seen them in these vehicles throughout the different trailers and TV spots that have been previously released for the Flash film. Also, there is a new shot of Sasha Calle's Supergirl. She looks really cool here as she's flying in the sky and there's lightning going off in the background, and she kind of just stares into the distance, presumably at Zod, as she prepares to take him down. Also, we have a new shot of Michael Keaton's Batman in the Batcave. He has his helmet taken off, and so it's really good to see his actual face without the mask, but he's still fully suited in the costume. So yeah, it's just really exciting to see this, and I can't wait to see more footage tomorrow when they release that new trailer. So for now, if you did enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment. It really helps out the channel if you do that. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. We're uploading daily right now, so come back every day to watch my latest videos. Also, we live stream every Wednesday, so come tune in live and talk to me about all the latest DC news, TV shows and films on my YouTube channel. So you can click on the top right corner of the screen to watch my latest video, and I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.
I see red.